today na Saturday. And on Saturdays, we can go through the things them will happen during the week na salon. In a form of weekly updates. Some things then the way we go don't deal with now what you miss. Or some things then they we not run through you radar. Well, the things that we did on our website and we pass through with Facebook page, we they go through them quick before we come and discuss what we get for talk about today. Last Saturday we be there. And on Sunday we be lancing the former president, President Kuruma, he be go Nigeria for one event where they take place there. On Monday, we been get the industry where responsible for petroleum products in a salon. Then pull a press release. They warn against. They want them where they say they hoard, they hide, where no one for sell petroleum products them according to how they're supposed for sell them freely to people them. Then we warn them, say they're not going to take them lightly with them because they know say fuel day and will not forget no form of crisis in the country. Also, we be also learn from Salcab when at the Sierra Leone Cable Limited say one particular time be there inside salon over the weekend where the internet then be there down. And people then begin say, hey, waiting to happen, no, waiting to happen. Well, then people press release after the internet don't come up back for make people they know say they say na power outage. Now and then be get from outside they can get the internet source from. Then some people then begin talk say wait to so now one grain say would they get to internet if that do not they lock waiting go happen. So now me say the country go there without internet. But after that, they be saying that for just few hours, they fix them up back and everything be they run smooth again in the country. Abdul M. Fatoma, we na the person we responsible for campaign for human rights development international, but write a piece and he call him say who protects the rights of citizens in a democracy. It's a powerful piece. I advise you if you know read them it go on our website, make you go read them there. We get another one with the Mami in Sef, Dr. Sylvia Olainka Blyden, 9 right hand. He say this not the time where the grassroots power for now create the APC leadership. He said the term don't reach for make APC hand over their leadership to the grassroots power. He write a lengthy piece. It's there. You can go and go read them. As we be there on Saturday, we'll be promising we'll be there at the event, Usai Legal Link. Be say then they try for make everybody know waiting at the position standing on the issue between the chief minister and the journalist. One part of the thing that we did, there are plenty thing. I'd encourage you if you really want to know, because a lot of people they say they want to know. I think say Legal Link, even though now then they represent the journalist, then get good advice for every institution we're responsible inside this particular case. You go find make you go. And one thing where they talk then say then they wait for the chief minister for make you go apologize to Saliu Tijan Jallo. Anyway, the 1 week done from that same day we then be do that press release date to date. 1 week done. We not hear any apology from the chief minister. So we still do it. And see, after that, I'll be promising here, I think it was yesterday, I'll be promising during this week where they can start. So I think I need for come with the lawyer in Sef, where they in charge of that press conference day. Make he can't tell you, because 1 week don't pass. We need updates from him. Make he can't tell you waiting at the way forward. If they are still pursuing the case or now so all thing done left. We be land say President Bio on a visit because you know say he don't return back, but you know say over the past weekend he be there around, and so be land say he be visit the Orange Laboratory na Paris. The Orange mobile phone, the laboratory na Paris. And I don't know if I can always encourage you, please go on YouTube, subscribe, because things then the way they post we not go able to put on a radio. So now they no more you go able to watch them and listen to the people them exactly waiting and they talk na the video. We been go na Ginger Hall community and we go na the clinic we did it. I think say if you watch that video, you already know. But according to the people and where they work na that clinic day, even the maternal ward, they say they not get gloves. And even medication, they say medication they not dey. They say the one for malaria, it dey, but any other medication we not for malaria, they not get them. And they talk a lot. So I think say if you want to know what in people and they talk, go to Sierra Network Production. Subscribe to the channel. So whenever anytime we upload, you go be the first people we go able for watch and know what in the day. Even to today, we join John Bosco. Don Bosco, you know, say then they deal with picking business in a salon. We come out with them a net. We go meet them picking in a ticket. Go watch them. Make sure you're waiting the picking the self they talk about them being on the street. So I'm picking, it's sad. And so I be asked the question, say, why picking up for be picking a salon? Eh? Why picking up for be picking a salon? Go, make you go watch them and you go, you hear exactly what in the picking them say, na that particular interview day and Nabinet. We also learn from Kajutel, na a new IPS, when an internet service provider, we then they on the works now as for open na salon, but they say they just done for set up the Paris hub. When from there, then go the supply internet straight na salon. Then they claim say you get for be fast and reliable. And this one, Salon Man and Didi. So I think say when everything done set, it go good for make we support people in the diaspora where they go invest in them with them the na salon. We be also learn through Dr. Turod Senesi, the Deputy Minister of Technical and Higher Education, we be doing at the press briefing, the every Thursday press briefing. It's this particular one, if you want to know, like people can say polytechnic or waiting the government don't do for vocational, now not to just school and everything, go. Like I tell you, Sierra Network, as long as we go on side, the camera go doing work, and if you do subscribe to we na YouTube, you go get opportunity for watch them. SN Radio on YouTube. We get two channels them, SN Radio and Sierra Network Production. If you subscribe to them and they trust me, your news for Saloon, it go there very high. It go make the game big. People in a Nongoa chiefdom. One part the tribal head then a Nongoa chiefdom. You use the Nongoa chiefdom letterhead. He say, Saliu Tijan Jallo no get any basis for making go attack the credibility and the integrity of the chief minister. That's what they no more. He writes lengthily. Say people and begin say, wait to who side chiefdom one get for do with the case between the journalist and the chief minister. So some people gladdy. Some people frown, say it is wrong. I mean, you're not supposed to take that particular issue there and address them with the chiefdom in letterhead. If you feel say you want to address them directly to Salute Jan Jallo, when the editor for the newspaper, if you go about and do them, but for use like say, now the people and the chiefdom, then they no gladdy for waiting Sally you do. Will not be a reply from Salute anyway. So we still pay attention. On Monday, we'll be there for discuss the new Minister of Education, we na the basic and senior secondary school department, we na Dr. Moinina David Senge. I think if you be the listen, how that conversation they go. President Biobi opened a high-level multi-stakeholder conference on renewable energy and clean cooking. Renewable energy and clean cooking. Not anyone be there. Some other people be there. If you watch one of the pictures them where we get to on Facebook the school, you will see the U.S. Ambassador Maria Brewer Bidede, and also Dr. Honorable Kandeh Kolleh Yumkella Bidede. We'll go talk on that the way we come down to the last side. Anyway, we belong to Vice President when Dr. Mohammed Julde Jallo, and in delegation they may begin engagement on Sierra Leone compact readiness. Say it na United States right now, and inside the try for wallow for see waiting it go able get the with investors them we for come salon. We learn from Trans Air say then they commence operation na salon. Them promise say if everything go well, then go try for count Emirates na salon. Because beaucoup people say Emirates because we get people we na salon we na Dubai then go buy markets. But it go surprise you for no say maybe 90% of them people in there they know they fly directly from Salon. Then they go through Guinea first before then take them from Guinea to Dubai. We still hope say one day we go get that correct recognition at our airport. We go make definitely things then go well for people for fly directly from Salon, and the price for the tickets go down. Talking about the airports now because of this Trans Air. We learn from Umaru Fofana. He say people where they go Salon, visa on arrival. We don't begin land say, then one day way they walk in the airport, then they pocket the money. The one them where they walk in the airport, they pocket the money in order to go to the state, in order to go to the government, in order to go to NRA. You don't see the reason why we the talk say if they do online payments, it go better. So in they say for make we advise everybody if you go Salon and visa on arrival, please make them give you ticket, receipt. Make them give you receipt and watch them say everything about your details and everything. Then they not go photocopy, make like say then they write down, then just hand over and give. You self no watch them, you just take and say well na receipt. But watch and say now you information na in the day and now how much you pay na in them puts day. Visa on arrival. If you pay, take receipt. Because we learn say from Umar Fofana, the reporter for BBC, he say people them where they work there, they pocket the money. They go to the state, they go to NIA. This one for force the government now for make they pay for that service day online, and it go make things easy. When money no go for cost na person again. The Sierra Leone Red Cross Society be visit President Bio na status and then be just brief am about the activities na salon. Total Sierra Leone then write lengthy letter where then they complain about the challenge we then get for foreign exchange na the country. We still say Goodwill, UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador Ishmael Bear, he be go to President Bio, and he say in the commend President Bio for his effort in protection of children. Well, that one day be happening just before the event, where President Bio still concourse in the follow suit with the previous administration them for say pregnant girls not for go school. People them way for the champion then cause then they still not gladdy about the president in utterance. On Tuesday, we'll be dealing with the non-accountable interest for President Bio, Vice President Julie, and Honorable Abbas Bundu on all the international travel expenses. And then one will be go viral na yati Parliament be get for recall waiting them be do. Fuel scarcity na salon will be learned at the table and we be know waiting happen there. If you follow salon sports, Mohamed Buyaka, what they call Buya, today, he play in Sweden and he be win the golden boot. He go salon for go play. Waiting happen, waiting no happen. They say na black magic, they say na juju. Waiting foot. He be play against Lesotho, but he not able to play against Benin. And he believe say na somebody try for Ambogam. Well, social media be turned over because some people be there for and some people be there against. Some man be say na lie they lie, some man be say not to lie but not true. Well, salon, you know the deal. But we pray for him say he go get better and he don't get better now. Now he the worker because at first they say not be the worker but now he the worker. We also see inside the new Premier League board, we go engage President Bio on the upcoming national football season. Not forget, the 4th of December, the Premier League, they start na salon. So we the commander the diaspora, if you want to go, I think it will be good. I think I was opportune for day back na salon on February where the last one starts. And I be in a stadium day, and it was a good feeling though. So you go fan one if you know like the crowd because it can really jam packed. You go fan one team, but if na Eastern Lions and Mighty Blackpool, you already know it's gonna be jam packed. But if you fan one but then team the way you feel say not get better turnout, then you can go na stadium if you feel say you know like the crowd. We also see Usai, the new ministers, them, you know, see them be going to Parliament, and Parliament go greet them, and well, then we don't pass the test, and then go take the oath of office na status. We be discuss about the 100 bus them, where the Ministry of Transport and Aviation, they expect next year. We be remind the minister, say past June he be tell say na 400 and he be tell say na $50 million loan. So just remind that no more. Say if anything take place, make it just help we for clarify then things then they. Again, Ususai VP Julia Jallo and in delegation, then host by 6 congressional members at the Capitol Hill. The Capitol Hill na the U.S. Congress na United States, Washington, D.C. Well, let's say 6 members of Congress then be host the Vice President and We hope say all the meeting here, we really want for begin see the fruit. We want for begin see the fruit of the meeting here in the country. After Dr. Moinina David Senge don't take oath of office, he no left deal. Straight up, he begin doing work. And a lot of people be happy for the moves. He begin for visit school them for make you see waiting they go on there. But we hope say it go continue. Remember the president will take over. Then surprise visit then your building. They make some man they go work quick. But I must say do am. Then we say no, other people and they were supposed for do am. Yes, that's true, but again, a fine for making they do then surprise cut out one and they so that people and go they always there on the guard. We also suicide the Interreligious Council, they say they pay courtesy call to President Bio na status. And yesterday we be there usai Honorable Tawa and Honorable Paran Tarawali when I na the clerk na parliament. You know how the conversation go. And Abdullen Fatoma, Chadi, Campaign for Human Rights Development International, they write an open letter to the Anti-Corruption Commissioner Francis Benkefala. Say, them feel say, in need for invite them people and they make them can explain more to them. And like how we say yesterday, Anti-Corruption say they don't invite them on Monday. The eye still they watch for see how that one they go unfold. Today, we learn say 10 European doctors them. 7 na Dutch, 3 na British, and they evacuate them come out na Tonkolili, Northern Sierra Leone. What happen? They say Lassa fever. Lassa fever. According to the posting by Umar Fofana, he say na one belle woman dem be the operate pa. Now they then come in contact with the sick. And then say the belle woman not be make am, he be die. But now 10 doctors them. It's scary. Lassa fever. And say Lassa fever in Fambul and Ebola. And say they're all day near. So people then begin wondering and say, okay, well, who side this Lassa fever come out? This particular story, what then they tell we now say, na belle woman beget him and he died. No look one all water. If na the 10 doctors them, now them be the work on that belle woman day. Or for say there is a laboratory somewhere where then they on some research we go bad. Because some people them be they talk even for the Ebola. Say na research we go bad, they lost count of an animal where they put by the then put the virus man and so the thing takes. That's now some people them allegedly. So some people don't they ask question again about this Lassa fever. Say then say na belle woman beget them, how the belle woman come in contact with them. And almost doctors them will work on the belle woman when at 10 doctors them they become affected one and so. If they not get an hidden laboratory somewhere in our country where then they work with that virus day. We know say we government them and collect for make them they help them, but we get for open with your Jew. Make how we know how that Ebola they be canton. We don't want to experience anything again with Lassa fever, that's alone. So the department we responsible, we hope say them go into action and make them dig deep. Or if they know something where Then they try to cover, make the public no do ya, make them ensure say, we the people them not suffer the attack day from Lassa fever. Also today, we learn say Honorable Dr. Kolleh Yumkella, then attack him na the by-election na Ward 210. And we get an audio from Dr. Kandeh Yumkella himself. And unless people them way they rage na Facebook, but apart from that, we not get any other person we counter within Dr. Kandeh Yumkella talk on the audio. Nobody no counter him. So, but you know, I don't know if you get opportunity for make you don't watch them, because we post them na with Facebook page. I don't know if you get opportunity, say you don't watch them. If not, make we just play them for people them. We not listen at it. Let we listen within Dr. Kandeh Yumkella talk about the attack Nakasi. Listen to this.
This is Kandeh Yumkella. Indeed, I'm talking to you from Ward 210 from the clinic. They just gave me some painkillers and bandaged my hand. Yes, SLPP brought thugs into our constituency because I aired it. I informed the public a few days ago. They made some leave yesterday, but others are here. And when we saw them assembling, we called the LUC, we called the police. We said, these guys are too close to the polling station and they're assembling here. We know what they will do at 4 or 5 o'clock. So we walked from the polling station ourselves, myself, the leader of my party, Dr. Dennis Bright, and 3 other guys. We walked towards them, started taking pictures of their vehicles and their faces. So they rushed us. Yeah, they wounded some of my friends, colleagues who were with me. They hit my hand, so we're here. We just made a report at the police, snatched my watch, but in the ensuing scramble, we were able to recover the watch. Even the awareness times journalists, they would not allow. They tried to take their telephones and cameras from them. They were right there on the scene. You know, this is junta democracy at its highest. This is hubris. They have almost 200 councillor seats. What is the issue here? You have people from the office of the president. You have ministers here. This is back to the future. This is what happened in 2017. So what is the new direction? What is the new direction? We just have been constructive. We helped these people organize a major energy conference to attract investors here. Look at the reward we got now. Look at the reward. Just because of hubris and greed. And this is really killing our democracy. But you know something? I've talked to the citizens because they're very angry in the town. Denise and I have told them, no, you go back to your houses. We wait till they count the votes. But SLPP has to know that, no, we will never surrender our freedoms. Never. This is not what we bargained for. They cannot take us back to the 1970s. That's what caused conflict here. We have the situation in Parliament where the same party is trying to give all kinds of powers to the president. Probably it's all of that anger now they're reacting here. Because I've been opposing now for 3 weeks. And I moved a motion yesterday before coming here to stop on vetted expenditures from State House. Maybe this is the reward I get here. We will speak for the people. We will resist. Democracy will prevail. Constitutionality will prevail. This is wrong, totally wrong, and we will not have it. If they are not scared, why refuse that we take the pictures of your vehicles? Why do you refuse we take the pictures of your people gathered? This is not right. They thought they would do it in an isolated village. No, everybody's right counts in Sierra Leone. Thank you very much.
Then feel say then go do na an isolated village inside Salone. No, they no go agree because everybody in right counts inside Salone. That na the word from Honorable Dr. Kandeh Yumkella. Make a bring Alan on board. You can introduce yourself and waiting at the position where you hold, sir.
So my name is Alan Luke. I am a member of NGC. I was previously NGC Publicity Secretary in the UKI.
Okay, so we heard the audio from Dr. Kandeh Kolleh Yumkella. Waiting una land as the NGC, waiting really happen.
Well, I think Dr. Yumkella don't set them out. Earlier today, at about 12:30, I'll be able to talk to Dr. Bright, we're the chairman and leader. Dr. Bright is interested in being a custodian with Dr. Yumkella and other NGC people. They comply with the requirements of all the political parties from NEC. I spoke to Dr. Bright and he told me how they went out around the area, obviously they go past an area in the ABC sector, where there were lots and lots of these dogs sitting around. So whilst they were there, they like to take photos, or they took photos of the area, of all the scenery with people, the dogs around. And whilst they're doing that, they were dumped on. I was also very concerned about everything that Bright talked to me about. He talked to me about him witnessing the ambassador of Sierra Leone to Guinea. And this man was going with 4 to 5 armed guards to the houses, knocking on people's doors to tell them to let them go out to the woods. So you can imagine if you are being confronted by some officer armed with police, armed with people that are either police or people are able to carry arms, to kind of force you to go out for vote. Can be quite intimidating. So that are the context they would be able where people will respond or draw media attention to what in the Ghana capital this morning, this afternoon. Because we were very concerned if we're not bringing media attention to the problem before the voting ended, maybe the outcome of the election will be completely different. So we were very concerned to get into media attention, national attention to the problem.
So what me want to ask, what make them people here thugs? Were they just supporters? So waiting need for make them call and say they're not thugs?
Well, I think when you get hundreds of people or dozens of people, whatever is the number of people that we just lay around and hang around not far from the polling station, as Dr. Yumkella said, people away, obviously not within the area, not coming at the local area, but there's people don't be boxed into the area. We're not getting no real purpose there. Then you get a question within that enroll. And obviously when there resort to violence in the way in which we saw members of the NGC being attacked, Yumkella's bodyguard having injuries, then you can only describe them as thugs, people with the kind of behavior. That's not the behavior of civilized, law-abiding, law-respecting citizens.
So when Dr. Kandeh Yumkella tell we say he then call the LUC, so the LUC become before this thing happen, or waiting happen after we then call the LUC? They become or they not become?
I'm not clear about that, but I think in these circumstances it's very clear that in Sierra Leone, when police is faced with governmental authority, when police comes face to face with ministers and members of ruling political parties, they do nothing. That's not uncommon. We saw that in 2021-10 in the presence of the police. SLPP operations destroyed ballot boxes. We saw that. Not unusual. This is what happens when the police don't do their job as law enforcement.
So when you be the talk just now, you say the ambassador we then Guinea we based in Guinea become and he with guards them or personnel them, then they go and knock the mouth them. Now force them they force people and for go vote, or now encourage them they encourage people and for go vote. People and be scared for come out, or waiting at the story behind that.
Well, let me just say this: if I'm a voter, I don't need anybody carrying arms to encourage me to vote. I will go and vote to exercise my democratic mandate. I don't need anybody to come with a man or somebody who can carry arms who can encourage me. That's a clear sign of intimidation. And then you get a question, is that the role of someone who is appointed to be an ambassador to another country?
So with all of this, Usai neck be there?
Well, I'm not really sure about it. My understanding is obviously NEC is about managing polling stations and the polling process, because the incident will necessarily happen within the confines of the polling station. I'm not think this is a concern where it matters whether or not NEC was. This is a matter of police. This is a police issue. Now the police now get to say people are safe. Citizens are safe and they go about their business in a normal way. NEC is responsible for what goes on in the polling station. So if this activity happens outside the polling station, you can't really expect NEC to do much about it.
Before, say NGC and APC, then they boycott them by elections them. Before they come back and say, what's in? We the boycott is like we're missing, but let we come back and see how things unfold. But it's like say even after the boycott and they coming back, nothing changed, because when them be boycott, we know you're not go draw during any by election. But when the APC and the NGC join again, now they we begin see the draw. NEC, I don't know this particular one. I don't know what will be the measures they wouldn't put in place. But on previous by-election, them would have a threat be the be. NEC be don't stop like party hierarchy, then stakeholders them. They get certain numbers them wouldn't want for make participate now them by-election then they. This particular one, because then we get any stipulation of how many party stakeholders them for go day or who that they in authority we know for go day. NEC be issue anything? You get any idea?
So when I spoke to Dr. Bryce, he did say that they were complying with the numbers of people who raised their support for good day. And he was saying that the SLPP had lots of these vehicles with number plates blacked out, being driven into the area. I think we need to also remember from the NGC point of view, Dr. Breitner is party leader, so there are no surprises that he was there. Dr. Yumkella in the local constituency as well. And the election has happened and I'm the sitting MP for the area, so there is no surprise that NGC was appropriately represented at that level. You get for us, we can make ministers in Dede. We can make an ambassador to Guinea in Dede. This one are the business of an ambassador to Guinea for they involved in an election. Those are the kind of questions for the house.
All right, thank you very much, Alan. What will be your last word before you left we?
Well, I think obviously we wait for full confirmation now of results by NEC if it will already come up, but I'm happy to say that the projection is that despite the intimidation and violence, we will win this world election. And I want to say thanks to all of the people from NGC, Dr. Bryce, Dr. Yumkella, and everybody here on the ground to make it possible. But I also want to say thanks to all the people for bringing out this story, because it's very difficult to bring out this story. So to bring out this story this morning, to get international attention and media attention on it, we want to thank everybody who supported the effort.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, Alan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, that's na Alan from the NGC. You know, waiting in the talk concerning waiting happened today na Kasi Ward 210. The attack where Dr. Kandeh Yumkella say they attack him. You get opportunity now for call and be part of the program. One thing where I just want advice we. Please, you know, they call now for attack people, personalities, them, and just respect the next person in view. We all not go share the same view, but I think one thing we for agree on, now respect we for respect we self. Yes, Janet, you get the platform. What's in your contribution?
Oh, thank you, Triple A. Well, if we go through the week, plenty issues and the way we've been come up with very interesting. You know, we don't outline them at the thread. And one thing will stand out for me, other than today, this is why we happen to that, we'll come to that, but during the week, now really the MP, Tawa Kandeh, it stand out to me in the sense that, you know, able to get the mind for speak against empathy, you know, and if you say with the Fed corruption, let us start with ourselves. I think that example of it, Tawa Kandeh said, that they impressed me, and I know say yes, the other day we say that was not the right method to use, but I'm glad the way he able for go on air, you know, and even when he and the clerk, they get conversation, he be able for keeping calm, be respectable, you know, stick to the issues. I think he's a fine young man when he come up, you know. And then we talk about the bosses, the deputy minister in arrogance, you know, and I'm really happy when you get the archive for sure say, yes, this is what you said at that time, and this is what you're saying now. You know, we don't know how we smart, but and then we get the archive to show you, you know. And also what I'm saying is that the entire week, we did close to, as if we didn't say Sierra Leone, you know, as the issues they drop, with the showy, with the analyzer. I mean, I feel so excited about it. And then today, you know, for me, I feel sad because I feel to say, when we talk about democracy, we're talking about the rule of law, you know, we are saying that people should respect the rights of others, nobody's above the law, you know, people feel free for go partake in an election without being harassed or without being provoked, you know, into a violent behavior, you know, that kind of thing. And so, I mean, it's sad. But again, I'm thinking to say the way forward, for me, I will expect an SAPP member, whether na whatever position the person hold, for come out and say, you know, and waiting happy now, so we know they tolerate violence. We don't go through war before. Each time violence rears its ugly head, it took me back to how many years ago, and we don't want that situation there, you know. And so everybody with it at the figure, they say yes, then glad the way they beat Kandeh Yumkella, then this and that. Me not saying a joke, then the joke. But on a serious note, nobody not for be open to violence. Nobody. Will you be APC, you be SAPP, you be whoever you be, no violence should be tolerated. The person's right must be paramount. You know, we all feel safe now in our country. And the other thing today will be while Umar Fofana right, it's about the Lassa fever. I am truly shocked by it. You know, because we know say Lassa fever, I feel like Ebola. They get characteristics and we're similar. So we should be concerned for say 10 people then, if I get incorrect, we're infected by Lassa fever. You know, to me, that's a little bit shocking.
And all these are doctors. Yes. They're all a doctor, demo.
That's it. That's
then
what
the story where they say they operate per pregnant woman. Yes. 10 people they operate one time. So what went wrong somewhere? I think we really need and dig into that small so that we can't be surprised with another virus alone. We can't.
Yes. You know, and I hope say the Ministry of Health and the medical the MOD medical officer or whatever they call it in Sierra Leone, I hope say they go look into this situation and investigate them before we get something what we people are not expect. I don't want to go there with my mind because I know say Congo, Republic of Congo, I know say something like this that happened there again. You know, they don't get Ebola before, Ebola don't go, and then all of a sudden Ebola come back. Then the Uganda said and get something. So we just pray, because Sierra Leone is building, and with the country they build up for to get a better future. We're not going to want that in the game for Canada country. Truly speaking, it's scary. But then overall, all the events that were happening throughout the week, it just keeps us glued to. It makes us aware. We not say. We can't see something that happened there, and we are part of that, whether in speaking against it, whether in accepting some of certain behaviors or not, we are close to home to Sierra Leone. Thank you for bringing home Sierra Leone to us in the diaspora. I mean, what a job. Thank you very much, Chipotle.
Thank you very much, Janet. Thank you. Yes, Kolleh, live on here. Your name and who side the call from?
Tripura, Jallo, I come from Germany.
Yes, Jallo, you get the platform. It's a contribution.
My contribution is concerning this to happen between the journalists with them police there. You understand? Because our lady police then expect themselves.
Who's journalists? Who's police?
They still about the chief minister.
Okay, carry on. Okay, yeah.
You understand? I want lady police to know, say, their own institution, an independent institution, I believe so, or not. May somebody not call them, say, when I go arrest a man, they then grab, then go give them a warrant, arrestment, then beat her, and then treat her any kind of way, and take her to a police station and detain her, which, of course, the one the way send them for go arrest her, and they don't get rights by the issue. Then therefore expect everybody in that country, no matter who that you be, everybody get for getting equal rights. And me want the human rights lawyer then dig on this issue and put the issue to the president or to Uda, made them try for put things in place. Make the police know what they for do for their own job. Make no personal phone call them and go arrest anybody so far because of the man he right and no right. The man and what he do. Or may the government for me to me on side, this government side for compensate this guy for the between and beat and detain and then put in place, then put in office, then for compensate this guy. You understand? And secondly, concerning with this one, they talk you on this medical business, AAA. Me that thing also they worry me because na friton about that man. The NGOs there so I want to ask one question. The NGOs they already come with them medical there so them market here so where they can carry it. We Minister of Health they can do test on them here.
Well, me no know. I don't know then they do, but then go tell you say yes, then they verify anything where they come inside the country. And then people there way then say be they help, then say then come for can help in the health sector inside Sierra Leone.
Okay. Because me, people where they come up, me man the way they take the injection they also. Some of my man they will understand. They end up forget some secret when I make them die. You understand? Not saying the injection, because the injection, the sick way, because it's hepatitis here, it not be day in a salon. Man, they do all kinds of things with human business and so what, it not be day. And then people are injured there, so they look for country, they won't fight war. When they know say another problem day, now they go and say they can't help. When they can't help, then get what they do. Because we our ministry not get that equipment they for testing them business today. Or sometimes they carry envelope and give them, you say now this, then go do their job outside. We get for pass off, we get for pay attention on then this medical issue also on a salon. People they die too much.
All right, thank you very much, Jallo. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Kolleh, they live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, my name is Brian. I call from New Jersey.
Yes, Brian, I get the platform.
Yeah, I think will tell you thank you for the forum and the opportunity. May I start first on this Lassa fever? I stand to be corrected, but government, the previous one and this present one, they're not going to tell you say they're not going to put protocols them in place for tackle anything like virus or anything and they will come up.
Yes, now Dandy, now that side that boy explained small, but carry on, sir. When
yeah, because they don't
I
tell
will
me.
talk about that.
Remember how we
Yes.
listen.
Yes.
Everything we don't tell before the command of power, then why back we don't tell you over and over. Things from telling the cancer and say they put mock waiting and call mock text.
Exactly. We get that video there now we channel. If people want to see, you go now we channel it. Didi. Carry on.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not sure we don't waiting and call something like that. If all NTR is on there in place, how come they can't see them in there? Now, this, to me or mine, this they put question mark to the readiness for the say they get. This is not a question mark on that. They really get for opening game. They really get for opening game. The second thing we talk about today now, this attack or the attack, KKY. I don't know. You see, now the TV show, they can just prove the point. What you always say, there is no difference between APC and SLPP. Everything will be happen with APC. Now the same thing happen now. Same thing. When it comes to by-election, intimidation tactics. They cheat, intimidate opposition, everything. What APC will do, now the same thing will happen. So for me, I'm not surprised. Then two people in it, once not a day, now that country, it will be difficult. So I'm not surprised. But the only thing what we tell them, let them make sure they not do that mandate. Or somebody who they talk good in that country, let them make sure they not do them people in it. Now that's we care. Don, the last thing we want to talk about, before the program come on today, I go on our website where I read say, amen. What una put say, Abdul Fatoma and Charlie all right to HTC for the investigate this thing or police in parliament.
Yes.
That's not good thing that one day. Because that's what we called for yesterday. That's not good thing. So the ball now HTC and court, let them make sure. Because I didn't hear, as I said yesterday, I didn't hear what we wait for. Not to them, policeman, or then teacher, because then teacher, then a couple months ago, they quit for carry and go. Now, continue that. They make the old placard, they disgrace them publicly. Now, they young people are now the big fish them. We want to see what thing will happen. We want to see what thing will happen. Because we see what happen at Israel and Asia, we need to compare Israel to Salome. But not just the idea to fight corruption. We see what happen at Israel 2 days ago. What the Prime Minister Netanyahu, what Indian Attorney General, now indicted, in charge for alleged corruption right now. Attorney General indict the sitting Prime Minister. Now that we want for Sina Salon. I don't care if not the president, and the waiting and call, then for indict and for charge. Nobody know for this shit cow. So we watch ACC. We only watch them. Low state if this still better not commodity, we know say they're not serious. So now my contribution and I all the line for that people.
All right, thank you very much, Brima. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and side call from?
Yeah, good morning. AAA from your side. This is CDB the talk.
Yes, CDB, you get a platform. What's in your contribution?
First of all, I will tell you thank you for the good job we had to do. We had educated a lot concerning about we country. First of all, I will start with this point with the president, we Namada Bio. We concerning about this new offices and we don't create. Na the country where the people in this so far they know able solve the bread and butter issue, then in they go create another offices. That's now one issue where I go one follow we include them to this topic here because then they listen me, then they really listen me. So that make kudos to una because when they follow up on this issue, this program here. 2, the chief minister in Tijan Jallo in issue. 1 first, the ACC begin defending since the day where it happened, where the issue rampant over social media. Since that time, an officer any follow-up don't happen. And with the Sierra Leoneans, we there after this issue. We don't see where teachers and they hold on for malpractice, how they disgrace them. Why these ministers, then they get some of the issues there when a corrupt issue, then they keep their own secrets. If ACC begin defend them people there, would the officer go take action against them? That's the question that I want for ask. Would I for take action against them corrupt people in other country there? If the ACC ready, you don't begin defending. Because since that day where the issue rampant on social media, the ACC boss say no, don't check na the bank. So the bank be not get all information. The man not being get, he not get any transaction with that bank there. So he not get nothing where he find out. Since that time they all left both. Don't account to Paran versus Tawa. How then they behave na social media, especially Paran Tarawali, he as a secretary for the parliament. You know, Tawa is so and say yes. You know what he need to do, and you know what he need after. It a fight for in people. See, it's a beaucoup thing for say. And I want as a Sierra Leoneans, let Paran come and tell me waiting he get for say where he not say. The balance where he don't keep because he don't begin talk with very small. We won't forget the balance story. Yep. And also KKY issue. The violence is rampant in Salon. It is rampant, both the civilians and also within the politicians. Trying to be APC. I'm not glad because of the violence, but one thing with KKY, where it been the happen concerning about the other parties there, it go say it been not happen during 2007. It don't happen during the past government. One thing let we forget, what thing don't pass, it don't pass. ACC, in case if you don't commit any crime, there is a law where you get for calling on board. Let they hold them and the law deal with them. But let we know say because the papa been a thief, if make a himself for thief, Salon no will go before. Let we try change that mentality there. And also this government, he always the blame past. Yes. He always they put blame on the past government. We inherit. Some of them then in parliament. Sorry for saying this, but not too hard for them. Then people learn, or then papa themselves do not ever be parliamentarians. They not go to parliament. They don't know what's in a parliament. But today they don't fortunate for good. But it not mean say if your papa not be parliamentarians or you fabu not be parliamentarian, if you are appointed for like you go parliament or you fortunate for good, you not go say I not go good because I not inherit and my family. So we expect to see them for do better for we. If that man they do poor, will you come correct that mistake we him been don't do and do better thing for the people there. Let me work on this system. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Contribution.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Kolleh, you live on here. You name and who side the call from?
Yeah, this is the call from US.
Yes, how you get the platform?
Yeah, the first thing I want to deal with is these members of parliament. You said and they get 1.9 million for gas every month. Is that true?
Yes, sir. According to the Honorable Clerk of Parliament, he said 1.9 million, and then they give them for fuel, yeah.
This 70 million, wouldn't they get, would they go towards things for development in their constituency? How do they get them, a monthly or a quarterly?
No, now one-time fee, because they say at one time, then they complain, say they not get offices. So they say, well, make Udawan go bill now, Udawan rent, that money they for go towards having a constituency office. Usai then go they come like people in the community, Musai they govern, who then go they come for can lay complain or for can seek advice.
So now one-time thing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so is there any way people can find out whether these guys then use that money for that purposes that they get the money from for to see what they do with them and they.
Well, maybe ACC now go come in until they don't begin talk, because it's we go like for do that, but now when you get the access, now you go able to see whose side the money go, but I don't know.
Yeah, because the way they look at it, if they say they get 145 MP in Parliament, then each of them don't get 70 million for do some project in constituencies, and they not do what they're supposed to do. That's a blatant corruption, and it don't make sense to them, Then go to the Parliament for help the people in the constituency and help the country as a whole. But when they get them money, then they convert them to their own use, it don't make any sense. And as far as this KKY issue, I think the people in the country, they get freedom of assembly, not so. Okay, so let us say, according to the so far, these people that were assembled, they're not assembled at the polling station. They are assembled somewhere from the polling station. If KKY and his group then feel intimidated by these people, why not call the police and let the police take action by they themselves just going to go confront these people and take their pictures? So I do see that's the reason why that fracas happened. Because if they feel intimidated by these people, they should have called the police and let the police then do their job instead of they themselves walking from there and the polling station areas and go to these people area where they assemble. They not go and then at the polling station to go intimidate anybody or do anything, but by these guys them come out and then leaving their polling areas and going to the areas where these guys assemble, that can cause a problem, against the manhandling what they do to them, but we got to look at both sides of the coin. So if they didn't go to their place, probably this would not have happened, and they just report to the police then do their job, That's the way I see it, but at the same time I feel sorry for the one that will get injured, and that's the way I see things, that's my take.
Thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you. Yes, Kolleh, you live on here. You name and who side you call from?
Hello, Tripoli. How you do?
Good.
Yeah, let me say hello to me. Sarah Network family. And the seeker of the truth from the Middle East.
You get the platform, sir.
Okay. I want to take on two issues. First, I want to take for this parliament issue. As for me, which I understand, this fund where did they give to the cabinet or so president or whoever they travel, that will be the will not be the check they don't understand. Not be the check there and not be the ask them question, but that understand. But this being said, the way how the president they travel, we don't raise an alarm. So we don't raise an alarm. Me feel saying that one of the reasons that they will make them bring and come for them can pass it into law see. Where them people that they travel, enough for question there, which they go spend their honor they spend. And look, and this is which is absolutely wrong. See the condition of the economic of the country. See what's in the happen of the country. Everybody knows say right now the country things they go fine. Dollar don't shoot up, price don't shoot up. But what me want to pick on inside this issue is they say that thing they make team be. And we tell go thank you. For sake of this issue, we don't begin to know some things there where the happen at that parliament where the layman down here that way you need to know, we need to understand what they happen be. So when this issue come with Tower what's it called? Tower waiting? Tower Kandeh also.
Yes, Honorable Tower.
Yeah, Honorable Tower Kandeh, Tower Pan. They say no. He said this is not right too. He said tomorrow, APC then will use this for campaign against we. And they tell us something, if it needs not be raised up, now so for left inside under. And thanks to the media, with everything else something happen, quick it don't spread at the whole world, everybody will know what they happen under. Therefore cover this. Then 2023, APC whether they all vote for whether they vote in favor of this with a map for use that for campaign again. You know now Salosa with the majority of the illiterate, so they get the right. Some people are waiting no more in politicians can't tell her when they support. Don't bomb any listing again. Now waiting tell her in the listing, okay, not again. What you possibly talk. So but when this don't go to 98.1, whether the parliament and clerk or secretary don't say waiting, it's if you talk they go run out of cutlass. How long give that man the money, everything. So I'm so happy where this thing happen in parliament, where the ancestors don't begin pull their wish that do. I will tell you, people salon go rise again. Things they happen. God will fetch people in that country today. God will disgrace, God will put some man in wish that do. And the second issue I want to take on is regarding this market, where they can go to Africa. People, I swear to God, if you know something about what they happen at the world against the black race, especially Africa, no president, no day, or minister of health who will allow any vaccine in that country, any vaccine in country, especially right now, the black race in the world, with a threat. Just like when they say the sleeping giant. Just when they say that the sleeping giant. So the Western will do everything for decline we. And another one of the number one object in the world presently right now. Observe what they happen. Each and every sign of the Western now they target black people. So if you use the scenario, Bokuman they read, they know, they understand what they happen about the health condition in Africa and whatever they happen. Then they go allow vaccine, they go no more, they go do things in another country. It's never for common fine for we to buy. What for we who don't gap, who don't team up, who don't born picking, who don't strong. But picking they the cow, not very careful, they picking the shop. No, they born. Some start to reach any function. And that's what we always go to decline. Go to decline. See what that's why I'm not going to decline. That's what always go to decline till they calm down. See how many thousand black young boy and girls when they die in that limia. That many say and see or so how they call it. What do they do? Later on we'll get information, see how the German or Germany also, the European Union or European countries or European country they sign deal with the guys then and Libya for the declined people and take them away and tell them make them slaves. Everything is now new colonialism. If we're not very be careful because they go do every kind of way for declined race. We are the sleeping giants, I'm telling you. So then let us not put on, let us not take a let us not look at in our phone. What to fund things this is very important for we in that country. Okay, we thank you very much. Let us left me session.
All right, thank you, the seeker. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome, brother.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, this is Niger too. I call from New York.
Yes, I start to get a platform.
Yeah, the first thing I want to say, definitely with the Dr. Yumkella, what happened, whether people like her or not, it not matter. I think we therefore avoid violence in the country, regardless of your party. The election will be a democratic election, free of violence, free of intimidating the other. We're not there about party in Asalo. We really want to maintain peace. Because we all know the years of war that we went through, which it don't cost Salon. Here is the complaint day in, day out, Salon they go before. Now all that we don't happen. We then lose properties, then lose their life, their limbs and things like that. Definitely law avoid violence, law try for let this country go before. If election come, people then go vote peacefully and then done with that. I think now that's not the way any civilized society for behave, and definitely law learn from what they go on around the world and see the countries that would take violence and we not be example, but then if we don't accommodate, now law focus on building that country back. So that's in terms of the violence. So when you mentioned the Lassa virus, I decided for really go on to the CDC website because I really want to know what's in the epidemiology for this, within some of the things that we wouldn't for begin to be aware of. Yes, everybody they say, vaccine with the kind of the country and things like that. But according to the CDC, and also within these viruses now, like animal born or zoonotic, which similar to that Ebola virus, we will all talk about. But then, then specifically name as an acute viral hemorrhagic, meaning it causes bleeding, right? So when bleeding occur, it therefore end up for affect some of your other organs then. Like it will affect your kidney, it will affect your spleen, as well as your liver. When that happens, those can be fatal. Right? And then the symptoms, sometimes, when you get exposed to the virus, how do you get exposed to this virus? You get exposed around through, contaminated household or food items that has, urine or feces of the infected rodent or rat. So if that rat don't become infected, because sometimes when they put things in and put food, keep food, and then rat things, and they become infected, and then if you get in contact, wash the item with enough food, wash it, and then you eat, and you go get sick from that, right? That's one thing people can be aware of. And the other thing, symptom-wise, you may begin to feel like, you get feverish, you go become tired, your blood pressure will become low, chest pain, and also your gum will begin to bleed. You can begin to get some GI symptoms, which includes feeling nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and things like that. Just so everybody know, they're not getting vaccine for this virus. So the best thing is to prevent yourself from it. And people that wait and can admit at the hospital, about 15 to 20% then get admitted, can die from this virus. So the symptoms, can present right away. It can take about 7 to 21 days where you become exposed to it. Also, another symptom is like headache. In terms of the pregnant women, it also says on the CDC website, the woman that only had in last trimester, that's now anywhere from 7 months going to the 9-month period. The risk for death is very high. And then also some people back with pregnant, they can experience spontaneous miscarriages. And then, if they begin themselves, then born them and the kid and get for end up with some complications and like deafness and things like that. So then the only medication we then get now like antiviral, which now the Reba virus, but it all depends. So it could be that the physicians and what it is now the country, I don't know if now research, most likely now research than they do with this for see what they can do for treat the virus. Most likely, probably that's how this become like a big, like about 10 people. That cannot be true. That has to be some kind of exposure. But then also they mentioned say this now like an endemic now parts of West Africa. In 2018, this being exposed in Nigeria, which include now Sierra Leone, Liberia, the West African nation. Like even when you go now the map now, it's gonna cover all that area, West Africa. So we really need to see whether now we health department leader in that country, they let them begin to really look into all them things there. If when they sign a contract for kind of the country for can do research, let them be open to what thing they want to do research on. Let them not use the country as a place for, trials, we know to clinical trials what they do. If they want to do clinical trials, let them get consent from people that we want to participate, because that's not a requirement in this country. If you do a clinical trial, there has to be an institutional board, review board, where you therefore show say you're not going to hurt the humans, we therefore participate in this trial. So that's not something that they need to put in place, and it will help the country to go before. I've been just to say a lot of highlight on these things. So now listen to the rest of the people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aisatu. Thank you. I think say Aisatu don't help we a lot for make we understand about the Lassa fever. And waiting me be one for talk about this. Say, it don't take a couple of months now, but if you go na we YouTube page, you will find out, say, we get different events them where we don't go cover. We, the Ministry of Health, alongside with the military, alongside, they get different units them. We become for, can put we in readiness for any outbreak. They even get a mock test with them be do. Like say somebody gets Ebola, we get and we record everything. If you go on our YouTube channel, it did it. What he make at the talk this? At that time, when they begin for talk about how prepared they are, any virus come, how prepared they are, any virus come, like some people we I talk with begin get a little bit of doubt, say how then they focus so much on this thing. Even with even with our own team. Like the other time they call me, they say, hey, this TI all side who they go, they just they talk about this virus business, like in readiness, like say something won't happen. That was the exact like say something won't happen. What to make I bring this scam? Now we get 10 people them. Not to Sierra Leoneans them. They don't fly then go. We need the ministry. We're responsible. We don't want to make that same mistake where Ebola be make. For make it can't happen again as alone. We don't want them. So the ministry we concern, we want them for really day on top of the matter. We don't want any mistake again. We repeat this because we know exactly how the thing be happen. We don't want them. Now we don't land say the one them we affect. Now foreigners then they don't fly then go. Because if na be 10 Sierra Leoneans them, they know they fly them all. They know they fly them go. Now then the first will for begin take note of. Yes? I said to don't come, you don't tell me the precautions them. That makes some people be the one that say wait till after the Ebola, what to make them stop their hand washing campaign and all their sanitization campaign then stop all. Why? That one therefore we don't continue to it don't become embedded in we system, make it be a routine. Now, na tonkolili. Na tonkolili. Na tonkolili na tonkolili na the north. Let we pay attention. We dey sound the alarm. We dey ring the bell. Let we pay attention. Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health. Let us sound the alarm. We cannot go through another outbreak in Sierra Leone. We cannot go through another outbreak. AAA, I might be wrong. This is me. This is not Sierra Network opinion. This is just AAA opinion. For 10 people for being infected, I think it gets for do something more than that surgery where they say they perform for that pregnant woman. That's what they then they then go tell we. But we need the authority the way need for investigate, so they investigate more. Or if they no say they get any laboratory, let them go check what in they do there. These 10 people may they investigate two side and come outside and they go what happen in the few days when they come in contact with NTIA. We cannot sit back and say it not go happen, then we see people begin die back. We not go, no way. No way. No way. Again, I repeat, 10 people them. They not men in a saloon. They don't fly and go. If not be 10 Sierra Leoneans them, they need to fly and go no side. So Sierra Leoneans wake up. We already come on at the diaspora, okay, for go holiday. Be aware of sanitation and your health. Be aware. Take precautions. Let we take precautions. Yes. 2004, then we confirm of a case. But then they don't say now. Now we don't hear a new one. And the last one will be 2004, we then be say Lassa fever, na be Kenema. Now we don't can at the north. Let us wake up, Sierra Leoneans. We hope see the health. In fact, on Monday, I will can direct the team. They need for go back to the ministry for go ask question. They need for go make them tell we waiting them know they do in readiness and in preparedness. But we don't want any mistake again. We don't want them. Please, we will call na salon, let we advise we people them for be health conscious. Take care of all lentin the we get for do utarata. Do ya? Since an attempt to reach for let the MP then go. Let we know wait till the outbreak. 10 already na dangerous because they say it's contagious. It transfer to the next person. It happen. So please, let we wake up. We you call, talk to your people in a tongue. Make them conscious. Take care and sanitize well. Wash hand. We don't want to see another one. We don't want to see another one. Because now, nothing, no go tell say anything happen until we begin count to 100, 300, 400. Then you see now the turning one begin. No. Like I said, we go send the team. Remember when them be say them pig then they die. We send with team there. You listen exactly what they say. I think it's high time we could go ask them questions. Say what thing they do. At this we don't hear. Make them tell we. Make them tell we. Because it's scary. If you remember what Ebola do na salon, very scary. I wanted them be saying about. Now this one, they say a pregnant woman, 10 doctors. I said, Ebola might be wrong. And I hope I'm wrong. But for 10 doctors for being infected with that kind of disease, okay. I don't know if now they all 10 operate. But one time or then get something where then share way become contagious, we pass through the all. Like I said, I mean they need for investigate. They really need for investigate. Make the no can surprise we again. One green salon we get. Yeah. I think say Naya we go done today on program. And we'll take a rest tomorrow. We'll go join AYV on Sunday. But we go kaya back on Monday, well energized. And hope for the best for Sierra Leone. We know say at the end we will get the result of the by-election now Ward 210, and because right now different people and they claim victory, but we dey wait for the one from NEC. We na then go tell we exactly who that win the by-election. We condemn violence of any type and hope say come the other by-elections them everything go work out like normal people them. And the one for the Lassa fever, we hope say the authorities concerned go spread the news and make we people them aware of Ebola and cousin we don't reach Kolleh. All announcements stand the same till we meet again Monday. Triple say tata.